All right, let's talk about the Los Angeles Lakers and the latest surrounding them, particularly LeBron James. But the Lakers recently unveiled some new jerseys for the 2018-2019 season. And the jersey design is inspired by this guy, as you see on your screen, the Magic Johnson era of the 80s, the Showtime Lakers, if you will. The design features shadow effect on jersey numbers, little scoop neck as well, and the stripes down the jersey are no longer part of the design. Now, the Lakers had the same jersey since the 1999 to 2000 season with Shaq and Kobe, and I guess this is a symbolic move of sorts. Kind of like how the Dallas Cowboys cut Dez Bryant as a symbolic move to move on from the Dez Bryant era. You have the Lakers ushering out these new jerseys as part of the start of the LeBron James era in Los Angeles. A lot of exciting times across Hollywood right now, and with the Lakers likely to bring in another All-Star during the 2019 free agency period, I think the excitement will build, and watch out. The LA Lakers could be a legit team this season, certainly the following season, as you see Lonzo on your screen looking pretty good with the new looks there for the LA Lakers jerseys. What do you guys think? Hit me up. I like them. I'm a retro guy. I like to think back to the old times. I still have my I Peaked in Kindergarten playlist on Apple Music where I have all the hits of the mid-90s. Great stuff. So let me know what you think about these Lakers jerseys, because I think it brings back the old times, and I think that's kind of what Lakers fans want right now. Success, just like from the 80s. All right, let's talk about LeBron James. So LeBron recently went through a little bit of a media blitz, if you will, doing a couple of interviews, talking about his decision, the new I Promise school, and all of that sort. And LeBron actually said that the Lakers aren't a rebuilding team anymore. He went on to say, so I don't feel like this is even a reset year for us, a rebuilding year for us. We have an opportunity to do something that a lot of people don't think we can do. Now, LeBron said the thought of being in a rebuilding year will actually motivate players on the team. Now, LeBron, now with the Lakers, of course, a team that has posted 5 consecutive losing and non-playoff seasons. Now, LeBron also sat down with Rachel Nichols. They have a pretty good relationship between the two, talking about how he really loves the challenge of being on the Lakers and building this team up to be a contender in the Western Conference. We have the soundbite of LeBron actually talking about mulling over this decision. Let's roll it.
Definitely thought long and hard about the possibilities of line up alongside Ben and Embiid, or line up aside, Harden and Chris. I felt like at this point in my career, the ultimate for me, just like when I went to Miami, everyone kind of looks at me joining a super team. But if people look at, I think Miami was 35 and 47, the year before I joined that team. And you can look at the Lakers, record from. So I like the challenge. I like the challenge of being able to, help a team get to some places that they haven't been in quite a while. And obviously the Lakers haven't made the playoffs in a few years, but the Lakers organization and the historical franchise matches up there with all the greats.
And there's the king there talking with Rachel Nichols of ESPN. When I talked about LeBron James and his decision, I always pointed to a few motivational points. One was he going to get a promise from Kawhi or a promise from Paul George? Another was, does LeBron James want to think about his business interests, his post-basketball life? Another point was the money. And another point that I didn't really give a lot of credibility to, but I thought it was possibly part of LeBron's equation, was the challenge to turn around a franchise. You just heard it from the man himself. He wants the challenge to turn around the Los Angeles Lakers and make them a consistent contender in the association. Lonzo Ball, Josh Hart, Ingram. And LeBron didn't want a Kawhi trade necessarily because he knew that those core players would leave, would go to San Antonio. So it's really interesting to actually hear what James had to say in terms of his motivation to go to the Los Angeles Lakers. I know the business interest was certainly a big part of it. But the fact that he actually wants that challenge, he wants that project, tells me that if he wins a title with this team at some point, it will be the best title he will ever win. I'll talk more about this later, but let's get to this next rumor about LeBron. Did he strongly consider the 76ers? So in that same interview, LeBron confirmed that he was considering joining Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, and we know how good of a team that would be if that actually went down. Now, he also revealed that he considered signing with the Rockets and playing alongside Chris Paul and James Harden, and I guess maybe even Melo would be on the squad as well. So LeBron James wasn't necessarily full-on sold about the Los Angeles Lakers, at least if you want to go off of what he actually told us. And LeBron James went on this big-time media blitz here because, of course, he recently unveiled his new I Promise school in the state of Ohio. So LeBron James, Harris Rubenstein talked about him a lot yesterday in terms of what he is doing for the community. And how about these benefits? If you go to the LeBron James I Promise school, tuition, free. Uniforms, free. Bicycles and helmets, transportation within 2 miles, you get free meals. We're talking about breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Food pantry for families. Job services and GED opportunities for parents. And full-on tuition to the University of Akron. So LeBron James, very much part of the community. Great guy on the court, great player to watch on the court, but also off the court, doing a lot of good things out there for the state of Ohio and the United States in general. Now, I do want to make a quick point. He did actually mention the President of the United States in the national anthem debate, and he said that the president is dividing the country. Let me know what you guys think about that. Is Trump dividing the country? Would you want LeBron James to be the president? Hit me up. All right, you guys are watching the Cam Rogers Show presented by AutoList. Are you looking for a new or used car out there and you're tired of browsing a million sites? Go to Autolist.com to browse the largest source of inventory on the web or download their top-rated mobile app for iPhone or Android today. Let's continue along with the latest Lakers rumors. And LeBron's not going to rule out a Cavs return. Now, he says there could be a day he could return to his home state and play with the Cavs again, saying, quote, he doesn't close the door on anything, and that essentially means he's not ruling it out. That does not mean he is deciding that he's going to go back there or anything of that sort. He literally just announced he's going to the Lakers. And by the way, it's a 4-year deal, so he'll be there for quite some time. So for LeBron to go to the Cavs some point down the line, the only reason he would is if Bronny eventually plays on the Cavs. I don't think he goes back to Cleveland. I just don't. Because the first time, of course, he was on the Cleveland Cavaliers, there was no return. That second time he was on the Cavs, there was a return, and there was a purpose to that return. It was to bring a championship to Cleveland. He did that in 2016. This third time, if you will, what is the reasoning? And the only one I can think about is if Bronny plays on the Cavs. That's all I got for you guys. So I think LeBron retires as a Los Angeles Laker, and I may eat those words 4.5 years from now. So if anybody wants to save this clip, go ahead. But I think he does retire as a Laker. So stay tuned. We'll see. All right, how about this? LeBron James did not ask for a Kawhi Leonard trade. This is what he told Rachel Nichols. Now, LeBron told Nichols the reason he didn't try to get Kawhi was, quote, because I love the young guys that they have, and I'm not trying to force my hand in no way, shape, or form. Now, let's be real. LeBron James knew that the Kawhi Leonard trade would have involved some sort of combination of a draft pick, of Lonzo Ball, of Josh Hart, of Brandon Ingram. If you're LeBron James and you're going to play for the Los Angeles Lakers with the motivation to turn around a franchise, well, why would you want to give up your young core? And that's exactly what LeBron said. And absolutely commend LeBron for not jumping on Magic Johnson saying, look, you got to go get Kawhi. Like, we're in trouble this year. No, he believes in what this team has to offer. If you saw Josh Hart in the Summer League, that is foreshadowing, folks, to channel my days of English class. foreshadowing what the Lakers can eventually become. All right, now, and then the other thing is like, well, Kawhi can just join the Lakers in 2019 when I announce my candidacy to be president. So, I mean, it's just one of those deals. All right, so LeBron James taking a very patient approach to the whole Lakers situation here, especially in the coming season. So, Kawhi Leonard to play in LA, we shall see. Now, I think the Lakers can be a 3 seed in the Western Conference. Charles Barkley does not. In fact, he doesn't even think the Lakers are even close to a top-line team in the NBA. Now, Barkley has been very vocal about LeBron James for many months now, during the free agency period and all of this. He never thought LeBron was going to go to the 76ers. He thought it would have ruined Ben Simmons and all this stuff. So Charles is a talking head these days on TNT, and a really good one. He's entertaining, there's no doubt about it. And he said some interesting stuff, if you will, on LeBron James's LA decision, saying, quote, "I was hoping James would stay in Cleveland. I look at the move to LA strictly as a business decision. He's on the downside of his career. He wants to be a big Hollywood mogul," and went on to say that he's going to be driving by the beach every day instead of going through the snow. The Lakers are not even close to a top-tier team. They're a 5 or 6 seed, best-case scenario. Wow. Charles Barkley giving his 2 cents on the Los Angeles Lakers. So, by the way, everybody is jumping on this whole, well, LeBron made this decision because of his business interest narrative. Well, yeah. Like, if you make a decision that is life-altering, it's not for, like, one reason. I didn't choose to go to the University of Maryland because I like the color red. No, there are many factors that go into a decision like that. So LeBron James did not choose to go to the LA Lakers because, well, he wants to turn around the franchise and all this. No, I mean, there's the culture of LA. There's the fact that LeBron James has residences in LA. There's the fact that his family was comfortable being out there on the West Coast. And then, yes, the LeBron James brand can thrive in Hollywood. And yes, LeBron has media-related interests as well. So there are many pieces to the puzzle here. So what Barkley is saying, in a sense, is somewhat correct. Now, saying that it was strictly a business decision, I think, is incorrect, but the business side of things was certainly part of this equation. So is LA attractive as a location? Absolutely. The sunshine, Santa Monica, the pier. I love that pier. It's beautiful. Hollywood, the business opportunities. It was, of course, more than basketball. And I think eventually LeBron James will tell you that, because it's quite clear when you see all the news out there that LeBron James is doing other stuff than just preparing for the season. Business-related stuff. Of course, the I Promise School was an Ohio-related thing, but he's an involved guy. So it's not just about the LA Lakers themselves. That's just the reality of the situation.